Today, teaching you how to make these, and they are really good. You're gonna like this one. Today I'm going to be making some muffins. Muffins are delicious and they're fun to make, okay? If you're wanting to learn how to bake, this is one of the best places to start. Start with the muffin. The thing about a muffin recipe like this, if you have a good standard base recipe for muffins, you can use that recipe to make any kind of muffin there is. If you want to make apple muffins, cranberry muffins, blueberry muffins, you can make, let me think here, apricot muffins. You could make pecan muffins. You could make raspberry muffins, blackberry muffins, all kinds of different muffins, guys. It's up to you what you put in it. How you make your muffins, up to you. If you want to add spice, you can add spice to it. You can add, you know, some cloves or cinnamon or allspice or some of all of the above. There's lots of flavor profiles that you can work out when it comes to the simple muffin. The trick is learning what dry ingredients and how much of each, and how to do the wet ingredients, and within that, how to get a really good quality acid balance. That's what the recipe I'm going to give you today has. Acid balance, flavor, in a practical base recipe that you get to turn into anything you want. Today it's muffins. Now let's get in the kitchen. Let's get busy cooking. Come on. The ingredients for muffins, this is flour, sugar, salt, baking powder, milk, sour cream, egg. There was one item I left out on the ingredients list. The butter. You gotta have butter in order to make a really good muffin. Now some people might say, no, you can do it with oil. Just put a quarter cup of oil in there, it's gonna be okay. Some people say you can make it without it. We need flavor and we need fat content. The fat content keeps it moist, right? It helps retain moisture in the muffin. Important. And the second thing is who doesn't like butter in their muffins? Come on. This is pretty simple, isn't it? Okay, this is 1/3 cup of butter. I'm about to melt it, and I'll pour it melted into my liquid for my batter recipe. And folks, sometimes you want to add something to it. And today, what I'm adding to mine is going to be some cranberries and some nuts. Now I'm going to take those cranberries, we're going to soak those off in Cointreau and give them a special little spike before putting those into my muffins. So it's going to be a special recipe. Now folks, what I have here are just the same dried cranberries that you buy, you know, just to munch on out of the bag. These are wonderful and they're perfect for this. They give a wonderful flavor and texture inside of your muffin. Today I'm going to be spiking mine a little bit with some Cointreau. Now don't worry, every bit of the alcohol cooks out, but what I'm doing is I'm adding a little extra sugar and I'm adding a deep, rich orange flavor to the muffins through this by just soaking these with that, okay? So if you would, just pour enough Cointreau to barely cover these and let them set and soak for a little bit, and then any Cointreau that's left over we'll pour off and put these directly down into our muffins. Now folks, I don't want to put these big whole almonds down in my muffins. I want these broken up a little bit. Now if you don't have a nut grinder or anything like that, a simple skillet and a Ziploc baggie is more than enough. All you have to do is pour these in this and pound it with that, and you've got broken almonds ready to be cooked with. The first thing you want to do to prepare your batter is start by mixing the dry ingredients. Just put your flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt into a large bowl and mix them with a whisk. That's all there is to it. Now I'm ready to mix my wet ingredients. I'm going to use the whisk again and just beat these together. I'm going to beat my egg, and then I'm going to mix in my milk, and then the sour cream, and then the butter, and make sure that butter's melted, and that way you're all set and ready to go. I have my dry ingredients mixed, and I threw the nuts down in there and mixed them down into that flour. I have my wet ingredients mixed, that's right over here. And I need to deal with these cranberries now, so I'm going to pour them through that strainer right there, and when I strain them off, I'll then put the berries down in here to flour them before mixing in my wet batter. Now it's time to go ahead and put my my batter into these muffin cups. I have a scoop I'm going to use for this. You can use a spoon also. You want to fill these about 3/4 of the way full. You don't want them all the way full. Remember, these are going to rise up. If you fill them all the way full, they're going to mushroom on you and push out sideways. So be careful about that. Now I'm going to use this simple little scoop, and I find that works well for me. If you want, you can use muffin liners like this. These are just simple foil ones. I like these better than the paper because they don't stick. You can do the grease and flour method on your pan. That works also. So you choose, and if you want, try both and see what you get with each. They're in the oven. Got my timer set. It was originally set for 25 minutes. That was 375 degrees, and if you're in Europe, that's not Celsius, that's Fahrenheit. 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to be cooking those for, like I said, 25 minutes. They're going to come out golden brown, and once they cool to the touch, they're ready to enjoy. Thank you for watching. Now, let's wait for them muffins. And quickly, we'll take a look at ingredients. I'll show you what those quantities were. Now the quantities on everything that we did here, that's 2 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3 teaspoons of baking powder. This is double acting baking powder, folks. 1/2 of a cup of milk, 1/2 of a cup of sour cream, 1 egg, and don't forget, you're going to need that butter. That was 6 tablespoons of butter, about 1/3 cup of butter, okay? If you want to go more and do 1/2 cup, I'm not going to tell you it's wrong. And on my extras over here, I used 1 cup of cranberries. You can just go straight in with these if you want. I did the Cointreau soaking, of course. Pour off the extra Cointreau. Don't forget to enjoy that if you like. And 1/2 cup of almonds, and then we break those up. Just that simple. Okay, folks, these are out of the oven. When they've cooled enough that you can touch them, just go ahead, looky there, remove them from the cups. And that's what just using a little flour and butter works, and does a lovely job. Pull those out, and your muffins are ready to go. Yeah. Just finished doing the tutorial outro. These are really good. That Cointreau really sets it off and gives this light hint of orange in the background, and you would never know that it was there because you don't see zest or anything. Really neat way of doing it. It doesn't have a Cointreau-like flavor to it. It's just a hint of orange in the background. The cranberries are a little bit softer, just a tiny bit. And that's because they had a moment to rehydrate in the Cointreau. So it just made them that much better. And folks, this is a really good muffin recipe, and I hope you enjoy yours as much as I'm enjoying these. If you would, please look down below the description box. You're going to see some links there. A link for my channel, link for other channels that I do on YouTube, as well as my website, which is S.A.Trotter.com, which is the home of S.A.Trotter Arts. Texas Cooking Today is a project of S.A.Trotter Arts, so boom, here we are. Anyway, check that out. There's some merchandise on there. There is coming soon Texas Cooking Today merchandise, so hold out for that. It'll be on there really soon, probably in the next couple of weeks. Thank you very much for watching, and folks, enjoy those muffins. Bye-bye.